What's up, y'all? Today we are talking about boiling rice versus a rice cooker. Have any of y'all had the chance of being able to use a rice cooker? I'm starting to find out that I like the rice cooker better. I'm thinking, um, when you boil rice, sometimes it can have excess water in it when you boil it on the stove or whatever. But the rice cooker, it makes it more flavorful, and it's like it puts all of the water, like it locks the water in it and makes it fluffy. However, I'm still trying to learn how to work the rice cooker because um I have one that's attached to my what's that thing called, air fryer. And so I've been using it, but the problem that I noticed that I had been having when I do use it is that a lot of times the rice tends to get stuck at the bottom of the pot and it dries out due to the starch. So I have more rice stuck at the bottom that's hard, and then on the top it's more fluffier. So I tried putting more water in there before, but it, like I said, it really soaks it up and it really cooks it fast if you're not watching it or whatever. So I'm thinking maybe my temperature was set high. Y'all know I'm always trying to figure something out because these gadgets are new to me or whatever. I've always been used to boiling my rice. And then I tried to pre-wash. The last time I cooked some rice in my rice steamer, I tried to pre-wash it to get all the starch off, but um I used like a rice net or whatever to catch the rice, but then all the rice, most of the rice ends up going in the drain or whatever, where I have to end up throwing the rice away or whatever. So, I do like rice cookers, and I'm gonna try tonight. For dinner. I'm gonna make me some chicken fajitas. I had got some chicken fajitas that was marked down, and I just put them in the freezer, and I unthawed them or whatever. So I'm gonna make some chicken fajitas, and I'm gonna make some rice, and I got some taco sauce to go over the top of it or whatever. Which I should have used a different type of sauce. But where I went when I went to Save a Lot, they didn't have the fajita sauce that I needed, so I was like, okay, I'll just use some taco sauce or whatever. As long as I'm eating, that'll do. But like I said, I really like the right how they like two different worlds. Even though it's cooked by water, it's like the steam takes more effect to it and makes it more fluffier. And with the boiling the rice, like I said, sometimes it's hard to get all that water out. But then, like I said, I have to learn the skill of not getting the rice cooker to make the rice stick to the bottom due to the starch. And I know too, if you upgrade to a more expensive rice, that'd be better because the more expensive the rice is, and which y'all know I love rices. I love jasmine rices, and I love balsamic rices, and I love royalty rices, and different type of rices. Rices is one of my favorite foods. But the more you spend, then the lesser the starch. But it's still starch in there, but it wouldn't be as much starch as if you get a cheap rice. But for right now, what I've been doing is I've been buying cheaper rices, like $1.25 from the Dollar Tree, or is it $1.50 now? Or $2 rices versus the rices that I really love that run around $5 or $6 or whatever. Until I master this or whatever, I'm just gonna keep on messing with the cheaper rices so that way I'm not wasting so much or whatever. And when you put the butter in there and the olive oil or whatever you're gonna put in there, it really does absorb the flavor in the rice cooker more than it does on the stove. It's just a different type of beast with that rice cooker or whatever. I don't know if I need to buy just a straight rice cooker or if my rice cooker on my, what's his name, Juicio Glacio, Diracio, whatever. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to stir it up real good when I put it in there. Put some butter and olive oil at the bottom of it, and cut the temperature down, and check it or whatever and put more water in there. Like I said, I tried to put more water in there before, but for some reason, in that rice cooker, it really just soaks it up. So I don't know, but I'm gonna try something. But I really do like the rice cooker, but I'm going to try to master it. What y'all think? But that rice cooker makes some good rice. I love you. Mwah.